Yo, what's going on YouTube? This your boy Comrade Zero Spike back again once again. And today we here for King Ohger episode 2. In this episode we get to see the a whole new kingdom. We get to see Blue Ranger, the Blue Ranger's kingdom, which is in Castopia. But yeah, his whole kingdom is based off of nothing but pure technology, which he's now become my favorite freaking character because I just like his style, I like his attitude, I like his overall aesthetic, I like this dude, man. I like his whole freaking kingdom. It's super freaking cool. They don't even call him king, they just call him president, because he says later on the episode that they are far past the whole king type stuff that they got going on in the other kingdoms. So we see that Gira is basically been taken here, and we see that Yanma, who is the Blue Ranger, Yanma asks him how was he able to do what he did in the last episode, which is basically wake up Kawada, wake up the god. And we see that Gira is just basically like doing that whole tyrant king, bad boy, like tyrant, not bad boy, but bad guy, act and stuff like that, trying to get in, basically just trying to get him to, bow to him essentially. But we see that Yama ain't all about that. Yama, he even tells Gira, he's like, yeah, like, you want to destroy my place, go ahead and do it, I'm waiting, like, do it. So he's like, we see that Yanma is that type of guy to where he doesn't bow to anyone. He doesn't, really just he's not that type of dude. He's not the type of guy to bow to anyone or kneel before anyone. We see how Regulus was trying to get him to do in the last episode, and also in this episode as well, since now Gira is basically a wanted fugitive. We see that he picks up Gira this episode basically starts right back where the first episode started with, them getting ready to capture Gira and basically execute him. But that's when Yama comes and like basically brings him back to his kingdom. And his kingdom is pretty freaking dope. His kingdom is just basically like freaking Japan, but just super technology. We see one girl walk up to this billboard, this holographic billboard that has like headphones, that she just taps it, and then those headphones that were on the billboard are now on her head. Like, I would freaking love that. I love like studio big styled headphones. I would love that. I'm like, oh man, my headphones broke today. I walk up to it, beep, give me that. Yeah, that'd be freaking cool. I mean, of course you gotta pay for it, but if I got the money, I can do it, I'll do it. Like, it's freaking awesome. But we see that Regulus. We get to see some other people who are also a part of in Castopia. We see like it's super, how I said before, it's super technology based, and sometimes they'll challenge Yama. We see that they do get attacked by some Bugnarok. By some Bugnarok grunts and stuff like that, basically attacking throughout the city. We see that Gira and Yama go out there and take them out, but we see Gira still doing that whole bad boy act and whatever. So he kind of steals Yama's like weapon. It was like a shield, and I don't know how Gira even knew how to do that, but he he attached his sword to the shield and was able to get like a double bladed shield and stuff like that out there. So after they defeat all the grunts, we see the big honcho Death Narok. He comes up and he says that, hey, we are here for the world's sake. Him and his basically like his I guess not his partner, but more like his advisor. Okay, I'll say advisor. He basically asks them that, hey, we need you. We want the world. We're here to eradicate mankind. It's like, god dang, and they want the treasures of the world. Like, they want the world's treasures. And Yama's like, what treasures are you talking about? He said, no, we ain't talking. Like, we're talking about the gods. Like, they want the Zords. They want their mechs. Essentially, the mechs are essentially like gods, and they want them. So they basically destroy a bunch of the city and tell them that you have until nightfall to give us the treasures, or we're going to massacre your entire kingdom. Oh, yeah, so he's like, all right, cool. I like how they really didn't take these guys like seriously, because they kind of like they, in my opinion, it feels like they kind of brushed them off, and they went back to doing their regular things. So we see that after the Bugnarok leave, but they have destroyed some of the city. We did see that Regulus comes up, and he contacts Yanma and tells Yanma his entire kingdom that we are cutting off all ties with you, and cutting off my immigration and things like that with you, until you apologize to me for what you did apologize to me by not bowing down to me and accepting me as the leader, and also give back Gira, who is a wanted fugitive. And he said, or you're all gonna get effed up by the Bugnarok, and whatever happens to y'all happens. So so like Yama's like, screw that, I'm not doing that, I'm not bowing down to you, I'm not apologizing to you, any of that crap. But we see that a lot of the city has been destroyed. We actually see some of the other actual, like, I guess these guys are like possibly what they were Yanma's friends, because Yanma does say that he kind of rose his way up through the ranks just with himself and a computer that he found in the slums. So we see that Yanma rose himself up through the ranks to become his position that he is in now, because even a announcer basically says that every system and all the other things that they have in the city are all managed by him. So without him, a lot of the things that they have, they probably would not have. So a lot of the citizens, they all, like, the way they're dressed is kind of cool too. It's like super techie, kind of rave culture looking-y, cyberpunk looking-y. Like, it's very out there. So they challenge him. They basically said that, what you gonna do then, Prez? What you gonna do? Like, are you gonna bow down to that dude? Like, he's like, nah. And then one of the girls, she challenges him to this, like, everybody just pulls out their laptops and they just start playing like a game that looks like Galaga. And Gita's like, what they doing? And this little kid, from out of nowhere, this little kid is sitting on Gita's shoulders. Like, he really got away with kids. Like, I guess he really just loves kids. And so he asks the kid, like, what are they doing? This is how we fight each other. And in Costopia, like, we do hack battles. And I'm like, a hack battle? So I guess they're trying to hack each other, and they're just typing away at their freaking laptops and stuff. And like, Yama ends up beating her, but then like some other dude comes up, he's like, I'm next. And then like Yama's like, oh, you know what, I'll take all of y'all on at once. And it's like 20 people there, and everybody's trying to, like, going up against him, trying to hack him and stuff like that. People using laptops. You see like everybody pulling out a laptop, people pulling out phones. They're just like trying to get at this dude, and he just beats everybody at once. And when he beats everybody at once, everybody's like laptops and phones just start sparking. And I'm just like, yo, this kind of cool. I'm like, this kind of cool. I see you. So he's like, yeah, now you guys see who's in charge now. I don't want to hear more crap from y'all. And I'm like, yo. Like, yo, go Yanma. He rules with an iron fist, or maybe a robot fist. But we did see that after talking with Gira some more, Gira basically convinces him to apologize to Regulus. And after you apologize to Regulus, I'll go back. They'll end up taking me back to my kingdom, and then when I get back to my kingdom, I'll like break out and I'll take over everything. I'll end up defeating Regulus, because I can't forgive him for how he ended up treating his subjects, treating his people. And we see that Yama kind of feels the same way about the whole thing about, like, I'm the ruler. Like, I'm the ruler. The people kind of don't mean nothing to me. But Gira tells him that, oh, you're just like Regulus. You're just like him, because a king without his people is nothing. And he's like, look, I am the king. I didn't tell those fools to follow me. Like, that's how Yama says it. It's like, I'm not, like, I'm the ruler, yeah, but I didn't tell these people to follow me. He calls them like slack jawed tanukis. I'm like, yo, that's like, how you call somebody a slack jaw tanuki? Like, I know a tanuki is a raccoon, but like slack jaw. So what does that mean? Like your jaw messed up or something? What does that mean? I wanted somebody let me know what slack jawed mean down in the comments, please. I need to know. But with that being said, we see that they ended up getting attacked. Well, we see that nightfall comes, and that's when Regulus is too bold. Regulus is too, like, his advisors come up with their knights, and they got Gira captured in this like neon rope, and we see that one of his advisors tells him to, all right, apologize to the king and then hand over that guy and we'll be out of here. And then like Yama gets ready to apologize to him, but he remembers what Regulus did by he did like a thing where he looked at you and then he pointed to the ground like, hey, bow to me. Like, so he remembers that, and he was like, nah, not happening. I'm not doing that. And we see that everybody's watching this, like his whole kingdom and everything. They're watching this, and when that happens, we see that they ended up leaving. We see it, and they ended up leaving, and Gida's like, wait, what happened? I thought we agreed on this. Like, hey man, take me away, come on. And we see that Gida starts going off on him about like, you sacrificed all your people and all this other stuff, like you basically jeopardizing them, and then all the people start like screaming and everything. But then Gida's like, see that's the rage of your people, they're all going against you now. But then he looks again and he sees that they're all praising him, saying they're all praising Yama, saying that, yeah man, that's the president, he's cool, like, yeah man, like he's awesome. Like he said, that's the president for you, man. He bows to no one. I'm like, yeah. And then like Gida's like, oh, okay, cool. But then he ends up breaking out of his binds again. He ends up breaking out of his binds, and then they talk for a little more. But then we see a big yellow, I don't know what it is. It's a praying mantis. I think it's a praying mantis, but this big, I don't want to call it a cricket. It's not a cricket, or a grasshopper. I think it's a yellow praying mantis. A yellow praying mantis comes falling from the sky, flies down, picks them both up, and the episode ends right there with us meeting our Yellow Ranger for the next episode. We see that she's just a spoiled little girl, a lot of tea time, a lot of everything is pretty and bright and colorful. So yeah, we're gonna see that next episode. But I think this episode was good. It introduced and showed like, I think that's what we're going to be doing mostly, is just like introducing all the Rangers and introducing their kingdoms and how their kingdoms work, and everything about their kingdoms, and seeing how different all their kingdoms are from each other, and also seeing how they're basically going to rebel essentially against Regulus. Seeing how Regulus is just trying to become a dictator, essentially trying to become that dictator, trying to rule over all the kingdoms and stuff, and doesn't care about the actual people within them. So possibly he's going to get dethroned. Most likely he's gonna get dethroned and Gida's gonna be the king, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. We're only on episode 2, people. But overall, the episode was dope. I mean, the mech battle, the Megazord battle that we got in this episode was absolutely freaking cool. We see that the Bugnarok did come back, and they were like, all right then, well, since you ain't gonna give us the treasures, since you're not gonna give us the treasure, I guess a slaughter is gonna be then. So they send in they didn't even send in a regular monster. They just send in a big guy. He comes in and then he starts rampaging through the city. We see that they transform up. They're able to and we see that he turns back into King Ohger, but he's able to fly this time thanks to Yama, who is a dragonfly who attaches to his back, and we get a cool like CGI'd but mech fight with this big Bugnarok. It looked cool. It looked cool. Like, I like the cinematics of it, how fast paced it was, but to me it was a little bit too fast where I really couldn't see what was happening. It was cool, but in the CGI, I will admit it looks a little bit better than Dawn Brothers CGI. Like, they don't seem as robotic or weird looking, but it's still kind of iffy. on the CGI, especially like it seems like it's just a little bit too much CGI. It's a little bit too much, and you're switching a lot from CGI to real time to like to CGI to actual suits, to CGI to actual suits, and it was doing it just too fast for me. Like I liked it, it looked cool, but at the same time, it was just a little bit too fast because the big Bugnarok dude, I didn't even really get a real good look at him. I really couldn't see what he actually looked like unless I paused the freaking episode to see what was happening. But hey, it was a fight and it was cool, but just a little bit too fast for me. But yeah, also I do like the dynamic that Gira and Yama have kind of started to build with each other. We see that they are gonna be like that Ichigo and Renji type vibe where they're friends, but they have moments where they butt heads, and I think that's how it's gonna be for them. But other than that, you guys let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think about this episode of King Ohger, and I'm gonna see you guys next time. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and stay henshined. And also, please let me know what a slack-jawed Tanuki is. I gotta know. Come on, help me. See you guys later.